I'm so sorry I wasn't on yesterday, guys. I had granny duty. Where's my mouse? Right, there it is. Let me get the chat up. You can listen to that song while I do it. Do you like my hat? Good morning, Ella. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get the volume down. Go for girl. That's my your shuttle. Look. Oh, it's my Kennedy Space Centre globe. I'm trying to see, is that snow? Would you class that as snow? I'm going to class it as ice particles that have come off the booster rockets. There we are. I hope you had a wonderful Independence Day yesterday. As I say, sorry I wasn't here. I was just absolutely exhausted, to tell you the truth. I'd watched the wee fella all day, which was, oh God, my heart was. We had an awesome day, and I took him a walk, and we watched the telly, and the doggies. He was laughing at the doggies. He was looking at the doggies, and he had a big smile, because Amanda gave me down some bubbles to blow, and there's my Sky. Good morning, Sky. Good morning. Oh no, what's happened to my golfer girl? See, I've not been on. I've not been on. This is me just on. This is me just on. Let me check. Let me see. What's happened to my golfer girl? What's happened? My laptop runs this bloody slow. Goldust, good morning, my Goldust, good morning. Oh no, oh golfer girl, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'll be thinking about you. Oh, I know what it's. I do know what it's like when they pass away. It's absolutely heart wrenching. But you've got to realise, that you've gave that wee doggo the best life. That's the only comfort I got when my pets have passed away, is that they went to a home that loved them, that treated them like a human, and some wee doggos don't go to good homes. That's the thing. Let me have a look. Yes, that's it. See, this is it. This is what you've got to. Golfer, I'm so sorry. There, I've just seen your wee post. In 18 years, what a great 18 years that wee doggy had. Demon, good morning to you, Demon. Good morning. I'm all star-spangled bannered today. Wait a minute to do this again. This is America it sings. America. I don't know all the words though. Did we have a good day yesterday? Was there fireworks and good food and all of that? How are you, my gold dust? Sweet cheeks. Thank you, Demon. Thank you. Do you like my hat? Look. Yes. My most favourite place in the world is the United States of America. I love it. Hopefully I can get back one day if they allow me in. Get her away, get her. We've seen your YouTube channel, Linda. Get back to Scotland. Don't bring the USA down with your shenanigans and your gutter. Way back to Scotland with your gutter talk, you. Oh, did it rain? Oh, that's about, well, it rains all the time here in Scotland. It's never dry. In fact, today looks as if it's going to be pants again, and my grass is needing done. But you see the grass? The grass is, see that, the bees are loving it. I see all the wee clover flowers. The bees are absolutely loving it, but it's needing a cut, so it is. So what a busy day. See, by the time I'd dropped Xander back off at his house and came home and had something to eat, I was sitting falling asleep. Well, thank you, Demon. Thank you. My son does it, but he gets paid for it. He gets a tenner for cutting my grass. Do you know what? I did pay the council. The council were charging £15, right, to cut the grass like once a month. They would cut the grass, right, which isn't nearly enough. And they would break stuff. They mowed down a few of my beautiful bushes that I had bought out the back. I'd bought a few rhododendrons, and after they had come in, they'd cut it down to the ground. I was like, that's it. I'm not having it. £15 for that. I could go out and cut all my own plants down. Thank you very much. So my son, he does it for me. Naughty energy drink. I'm going to take this busted nail polish off now. Yes, and I'm sure they broke a few of my ornaments as well. And you know what my outside's like? It's got loads and loads of ornaments. So everybody in the USA, what did you have to eat yesterday? Because you know I'm a fat girl. I like to. Oh, is my baby watching? My baby's watching on the telly. My goodness. Oh, the Scottish Open golfer girl. Yes, my mum and dad will watch that. I'm not really big into like watching it. The golf. Although I do love golf because you know I used to make golf clubs back in the day. I did. My grandson's watching his granny. Where's my boy this morning? Where's my lovely, lovely boy this morning? Granny's got a funny hat on and my hair's down, so that's dicing with it. Saying that, his mummy's got the same colour of hair as me now, so that was a cunning plan, guys. I was like that to Amanda. Oh, aye. I think your hair would be absolutely lovely pink, Ken. I think your hair would be really nice pink. She's going, aye, I might do my hair pink. And I was like, oh, I says, listen, I says, see if you want me to bring a dye up, I'll bring it up. So she done it, and I was like, well, now the grandson can see his mummy with the same colour of hair as the granny. I won't get the mouth down treatment now. And she went, Mum, I'm starting to think this was set up. And I was like, well, I'm not going to say it was, and I'm not going to say it wasn't a cunning plan. Stoned old lady, how are you? I'm doing good. As I said, I was absolutely knackered yesterday. After I had got my dinner, I was sitting here falling asleep. So I just went to my bed early. I'm taking my nail polish off. How's your work, Gold Dust? How are you getting on? Oh, the sound's going. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Wait till I'll sing your America tune again. I'll put on my old America tune. Yes, Gold Dust is working hard. So she is. She's doing good. Sometimes it is mine though, Demon. Sometimes my sound goes. Do you know, this morning when I got up, I thought I might actually be able to get out my garden and sit and maybe get a washing out. Oh, by the way, Amanda, I've still got the wee fellas' dungarees. Or dungarees. I call them dungarees, but I think I'm saying it wrong. It's just, I say stuff wrong. I mean... Ah, that's all, Damien. I wouldn't call myself a silly Billy. I'm an absolute nutcase at times. Oh, talking about nutcase, I've got my psychologist next Monday, so I'm going to see my psychologist. I don't know what she's going to do with my brain, but she's going to do something with it. Angela, good morning to you, lovely Angela. So that was for, well, I suppose it was like for last year. It was like therapy, wasn't it? So it's actually quite a while I've waited. Ah, thank you, Demon. Thank you so much. Contest, yeah. Yes, I can keep it for emergencies. It's been washed and dried anyway already. But I'm going to actually do his bedding as well. Give it a wash and a dry, and then maybe I can try him in his big boy cot. See, he fell asleep in his pram yesterday because he was nice, cosy. He was nice and comfortable in his pram. But I do have the cot in there. But I worry, Amanda, that I'll not be able to sit and look at his face if he's in the cot. And see, when he's sleeping, the whole time I'm just sitting looking in the pram like that. What time's that now? It's about time he should be waking up. Is he all right? Ah, he's all right. He's all right. Is he breathing okay? He's breathing fine, Linda. He's breathing. Says no. See, you've got it wrong. Is he all right? He's all right, Linda. He's all right. His tummy's moving. I think this is just all grandparents have got this fear. He's a precious wee bundle, do you know what I mean? Yes, Sky has passed her exams as well, so things are looking up for us all. Things are starting to look up for us. And let's face it, some of us have had a right bad few years. Last year was one of the worst years I've ever had in my life, so. And this year's one of the best years. So there you are. Just shows you how things can change. Things can change. Sometimes you can feel as if you're absolutely at your wit's end and nothing's going to be good. And then just like that, Amanda comes up with a pregnancy test that was positive. I've never been so happy to see that in my life. Oh, I know, Angela. See, this is something like, is he all right? He's fine. He's fine. Is he okay? But he is okay, and he's all right. But you know what's not happened yet that I know that is going to happen, and it might scare him? The dogs all of a sudden, see if they see the postman or something out there, they'll bark, 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 bark. And when the wee fella's lying sleeping, he's going to end up getting woke up with him barking. And it might startle him, so I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared for that. And see, when the Jack Russells, there's no telling them. There's no telling them not to bark, because that's what they do. So, but do you know what? He'll get definitely used to that. As I say, yesterday he was like smiling at the doggies because the doggies were going for bubbles. And I was like, what they doggies doing? What they doggies doing? And silly doggies and all that I was saying to him. So he was quite happy. Do you know, stoned old lady? I was actually doing that yesterday. I was going, there's the woof woofs, woof woof, woof woof, like that. So he was laughing at that. But do you know when they bark, it's like very, very loud barking. So, and there's no point giving the dogs into trouble for it because that's what they'll do. But he'll get used to it. He'll get used to it because my kids get used to it. We had the big Dalmatian Harvey, and his bark was whoa whoa. It was very, very deep. He had a big deep bark. So I know, but I'll just need to do that. Just need to try my best. Do you like my Kennedy Space Centre snow globe? Much was this? This was $24.99. And I can't even remember when I got this. I got this a long time ago. I got this one a long time ago. This will be getting put away when the wee fella starts crawling. All these things. Kevin, good morning. We're celebrating the beautiful US of A. I've got the Star Spangled Banner everywhere. I've got more of that than, but I've got one Scotland flag. I've got umpteen American flags in my house. What am I like? People in America will be like, "Get this," what's she like? She's obsessed. Is the word obsessed about our country? Yes, we're doing the American theme. We're doing the... This is called Oh America or something, this song. Like that. Yes, well, Peter, he's been doing his now 4 years. I think next year's going to be his 5th year in university. Oh, Anne, good morning to you. Yes, America's the most beautiful country in the world. I've got to say it. It is. I mean, we love our country. I'm very patriotic in my own country also, right? But it's breathtaking. But I like to Google map places. And see when you Google map like Yellowstone Park and take a look at things like that, it's absolutely breathtaking. And it's amazing that but there's only 6 million Scottish, I mean, there's only 6 million people that stay in Scotland, right? So we're tiny compared to the USA, which is so big. And you've got different time zones and I mean, it's an amazing thing. I like to Google Map it. Yes, I've been 5 times. I've been to America 5 times, and it was a while ago. My last time was 2015. Well, I can't even reach it. I've got my wee snow globe there. That's my 2015 snow globe. Yes, golfer girl. Incidentally, your wee. I'll show you my snow globes. Look, he's gone for it up there. Golfer girl gave me him. Look. See, there's my 2015 one that I got. There's my daughters over there with the mermaid Ariel. Look, all my things. And there's my Guam. And of course, my Statue of Liberty. I got the Statue of Liberty when I was in New York Airport. So that's kind of New Jersey, isn't it? It's like, because I could see the New York skyline, which was... Oh, I've always wanted to go to New York for so many different reasons. I'd love to visit New York at winter time because I would love to see the Rockefeller, the Rockettes doing their Christmas spectacular. I love a bit of singing and dancing. I do. I love a bit of that. So, and the shops at Christmas time. I think New York at Christmas is just something really magical and amazing about it. So I would love to go there one year. That's on my bucket list to go there. But just seeing the skyline was amazing to me for New York Airport. It was a connecting flight. There's only been once in that 5 times I'd went to Florida that we actually got a flight all the way from Glasgow to Florida. The rest of the flights was connecting flights. In fact, one of the flights, it took us about a day and a half of travelling, maybe even close to 2 days travelling, because we had to travel from Glasgow down to, it was Heathrow or Gatwick, and then from there away to Chicago, and then from there down to Florida. That was our connecting flight. But not that I was complaining, because I wanted to see Chicago, and that was amazing as well. What a huge place that was. It's like an underground in the airport, an underground. I was like, wow, what's this kind of stuff? You know, it's just big. It's just everything's big. Yeah, see, that's it. Where I was in Florida was, I suppose, the fantasy, because it was Disney, of course. Do you know what I mean? And it was the most magical place in the world and all of that. And I've got to apologise to my beautiful American friends, because we didn't, right, see, guns terrify us because we're not used to guns here in Scotland, right? So before, this was the first time it had been, and we thought, you know what? We might want to go to International Drive, because there was some big stores that sold like Caterpillar boots and things like that cheap. And I was like, but we're going out to Disney then, we're going into the real America. So me and the ex-husband were like, well, we can't talk. Don't talk to each other. We'll do sign language and stuff to each other, because people might know we're a tourist and then maybe kill us. See, we didn't know. Sorry. We didn't know that this doesn't happen, right? This was our first time. So away we went to the supermarket. Well, it was International Drive. Away we went in this taxi, right? And when we got into the taxi, the guy's windshield was cracked from one end to the other, right? And his seats were all ripped, and we'd said International Drive. And away he went. He took us round the back roads. And I was looking at the ex-husband going, that's it. We're getting mugged now. This is it. Told you this was a bad idea. We're getting mugged now. We're going to get mugged. Going to get mugged. And I was like that to him. I'll grab his neck and you can get him, right? The man took us to International Drive faster than we would have normally went because he took us round a way that was quicker. What a lovely man. We left him a tip and I felt like crap afterwards for judging. But that's what we were like. We were like, don't speak to one. Walk as if we've got a gun. Walk as if we're packing. Like that. That was the first time we went to America, of course. After that, we were all right. I think we didn't know what to expect. Right, here you're a tourist, you're going to get it. We were just a wee bit frightened, I suppose. I mean, I was a lot younger than what I am now as well. But I done that. I was like, what? Walk as if you're packing. Do I look as if I've got a gun? Do I look as if I've got a gun? What am I like? Honest to God, that did happen. That's a true story. And then listen, look, I see the men of America. I just want to give you a clap and say, well done, tease. Well done. Because there was a shoe shop that we went into because we were looking for these boots. There was a pair of shoes and the foot was like that. I thought it was like a show boot. I thought it was like a training shoe that was just like a show training shoe. No, they had stacks them. I don't know what size these were, like a size 25 or something. They were like shoes like that. I was like looking at my ex-husband's feet like that, and I started to think to myself, you know the saying about the size of guys' feet and things like that. I was like, I think maybe us in Scotland were missing out here. I think we might be missing out on something, by the way, because that's like, I want to see that. I want to see whoever's foot fits yon shoe like Cinderella. You can imagine me buying that shoe and going about America going, whoever's foot fits this, I'll be getting a divorce. That's it. Divorce for you. Do you fit the shoe? Eh, there you are. No, demon in Scotland, it's if you've got big feet, and big hands, you've got big things as well. So I was like, oh my God, we've been robbed here in Scotland. Robbed, I tell you. Honest, it was the most amazing shoe I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anything like it. We don't have that kind of shoe here in Scotland. I don't know what somebody with that size of feet does. You'd need to get them made. We don't have that kind of in our shoe stores. Like, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It's like something. That's when my love for America. You can see now, can't you? That's when the love for America kicked in me. I was like, oh God, I want to go. I want to live there forever. Oh, I'm a naughty girl. Oof. I tell you, I've never changed though. I was my youth. I was in my 20s back then, but ooh, see that bit of size 23. God forgive, I've never seen anything like it in my life. I swear to God, as I say, I thought it was like a show shoe that they would have like in the window so people could see they're quite nice training shoes. We'll go and get a pair. I did. See, when I went in and they had stacks of them, I was like, that's not a show shoe. People actually fit in these size of shoes. I couldn't believe it. I tell you, I've never get rid. That visions will stay with me for the rest of my life. The rest of my life. See, my son's a size 11, and so was my ex, or 9, and it's size 9 or 11, I can't remember now. And so is the ex-husband. So that I was like, here. Wait, I think we've got the bad end of the stick here over in Scotland. I'm not sure, but my God. See, this is it. I was like, because my naughty mind kicked in straight away. But that was a good day out in International Drive in one of the malls. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. But there you are, we thought we were getting murdered at first. Sky, I'll tell you, I was like, I don't know if I could handle it, but I'm willing to give it a go. I'm willing to try. Aye. You've got to love America, haven't you? You'd come up with the best stuff. So that was the very first time I went. I fell in love with the place. And do you know what I thought? Nowhere else in the world's going to compare now. And you know how I love Croatia. I do love Croatia, but it's not got a patch on the USA. I'm sorry to say, it's just not. And everything, the food, the people, everything is wonderful. I know. I know, Damon. See, this is it. This is what happens in my chats. I don't know how we get to the gutter, but we always seem to get there. We always seem to get to the gutter. And the people are so lovely. Have a nice day. But people don't say that in Scotland either. They're all miserable in Scotland. Have a nice day, you two. And are you doing something nice today? They're all dead nice to you. Here folk are like putting your stuff through the checkout like that, chucking it. Your catch, your groceries. This is it, Angela, because it was the very first time, right? So we were a wee bit, it was our first time on a long haul flight. You know, it was like, I don't know how long we had been flying. I think that was I think we had, where did we go first? Oh, it was direct for Heathrow, that one. This one we went to Heathrow or Gatwick and then straight over to Florida. So we'd been travelling a long time as it was. And I think we were still jet lagged about 2 or 3 days in. And we were like, oh God, we've got to go to, outside Disney. It's like Disney's a cocoon that you're in. You're in this cocoon. We're going out into the real America like that. Ooh, look at us. it was all a bit of a good shock because we were like, oh, we're going to get. See, now when we think about it, I laugh thinking about it. But it was like, yes, Golfer Girls, the same as here. I mean, every place in the world, we've got good bits of it and we've got bad bits of it. I kind of stay in the bad bit of our town. Of course I do. I stay in the bad bit of our town, so there is good bits, bad bits. And it might be guns over there, but here people like a good knife and that people like to do that kind of stuff. This is it, Demon, especially on a Saturday. Yes, I try to see, even if people are, I try to be nice to like everyone, checkout operators and all the rest of it, but you know that some of them have just lost the will to live when they're putting your shopping through the checkout. Just can't be asked. But in America, it's have a nice day and just beautiful, beautiful people. And everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Oh, lovely day of the day. It's just like a different culture. Sky, the people in La France were very polite as well, and it was Disney and Disneyland Paris that we had went to, and they were really nice there as well. But then again, see, we were in the cocoon of Disney again when we were in Paris. I have been through Paris from one end to the other, but that was back when I was 16 and it was by coach. And I'm sure we stopped off. Sky, do you know where we stopped off in a place called Nancy? In France, we stopped off. I remember we stopped here to get a wee drink and something to eat in a place called Nancy. Beautiful, beautiful country as well. Yeah, movies have got a lot to blame, haven't they? See, you think at movies, I mean, people come to Scotland and think it's going to be like Braveheart. They do. That's what they think, and it's definitely, I've showed you a good bit about Scotland. The scheme, that's a good one. That should be our tourist thing. It shouldn't be Braveheart, it should be bang on the scheme. That'll show them. See, there's a bit of the scheme And I think, I don't know if me and Sophie we had went down that road when we went, but there was a boy, and I don't think it was his wheelchair. I think he stole somebody's wheelchair. Now that's quite low into it, stealing somebody. And he was in the middle of the road doing wheelies in the wheelchair, wheelies in it. It's like that's Glasgow for you. That's Scotland. Oh, Demon, yes. When I was 16, I had we went on. Well, it was meant to be a coach holiday, and it was for Glasgow station, Buchanan bus station, and we were to travel all the way down Dover, cross the Channel, and go all the way through France, Italy. I think we went through Austria. I think we went through Switzerland as well. We went all the way through there, down to Yugoslavia. It was in the day. But what happened was, when we got down to Dover, there was a strike on the ferries at Calais and Dover, and we couldn't get across. And we spent the night in the bus, and then the next day they flew us to Munich in Germany, and that was the very first time I'd ever been on a plane, was by pure accident, and I loved it, and I got the kind of bug after that. And we flew to Munich, and then we went from Munich down to Yugoslavia, and it was an island, and it was the very tip of Yugoslavia, well, Croatia now, and it's called Kirk, and it was joined to the mainland with the largest concrete bridge or something like that in Europe. So that's when we got there. But on the way back, we managed to cross the Channel. So we had to go by bus all the way through Italy and France and Austria, Switzerland, I think we went. And then we got to the Mont Blanc tunnel. And the Mont Blanc tunnel joins Italy and France. And when you get to the Italy part, they've got the big, enormous drill bit, huge, big drill bit that they use to burrow through Mont Blanc, the mountain, and it's an amazing thing. But I've admitted this, and I've asked God for forgiveness for my terrible thing I done. I stole that day. Remember, we had went to this Italian restaurant, and all I wanted was some chips, French fries, chips. I just wanted some chips. And it was like £30 or something for chips, right? And I was like, £30? You could get a whole week shopping for £30. It was terrible. I was like, that's terrible. So do you know what I done? I stole the cutlery. I've told God about it. I stole the cutlery. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to the cutlery or anything like that. I just took it. I just thought, you know what? See, if I'm spending £30 for some chips, I'm going to be taking the cutlery. So I did. So I done that, right? And then we went through the tunnel, and it takes about 20 minutes to get through this tunnel that's this bore into the mountainside. And see, inside it, there's phone boxes, and inside the phone boxes was getting piped with oxygen. I don't know if it's because of the lack of oxygen or the carbon monoxide fumes that will be with cars going through or whatever. But oxygen got put into the phone boxes. Oh no! See, what kind of teacher stops someone having a drink in class? Demon, I would definitely. I don't know. I think I'd move out of that school. That sounds terrible. Sky, see, the Parisians that I met were really nice. They were really nice. Although we did get a camera stole. That was my bad though. We did get a camera stole. And it was my dad's camera. I don't know if I've told you this. Oh my goodness, Demon. See this? That makes me mad, that. Some teachers are just shouldn't be bloody teachers. Yeah, so my dad had an expensive camera at the time and gave me Eleni this camera when we went to Disneyland Paris. And it was, don't let anything happen to the camera, Linda. It's your dad's camera. Your dad will die. This is my mother for you. Your dad will die if anything happens to that camera. Your dad will die. Now, Amanda and Sophie will tell you, that's just my mum. My mum's like that with words. Your dad will actually die if anything happens to this camera, right? Very first night in Disneyland Paris, and we're having a drink with this couple that we met that had also won the competition, because I won that in a competition. So there's a laser show right up above us, a laser beams, and booming music, bam, 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 boom, pure Disney style, dun, 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 dun. Ooh, all these lasers, and we're like, oh, look at that, look at that. And a man was going about sweeping the floor, but he's got this wee nifty, I don't know, scoop that you click, and the whole front of this wee scoop opens up, and you can put rubbish in it and then put the scoop down. Right, so he was farting about our table. Scoop, 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 camera scooped in, and away the man went. And I'm still going, oh, look at the lovely lasers. And when I looked down, the camera was gone. And I had to go to Sky. I was in a Monsieur Jones. I had to go to the police station to report it so that my dad would be able to get his insurance. Now, after my mum telling me your dad's going to die, I had to give them the phone call for Paris to say, look, it's actually been, it's not damaged. The don't worry, the camera is not damaged, but it has been stolen. For F's sake. That was me. I was like, oh, for God. That was me. I had to make a statement in the police station in Disney. So there's not many people that have seen the inside of the Paris police station inside Disney, but I have. I've seen it, and it's all tiles. I remember that. It's all tiles. And the policeman was going, can you give me a description? I was going, no, couldn't I tell you a description? It was a Disney worker that was sweeping and sweep the camera right into the wee sweeper thing. I was great at a statement, eh? Me trying to explain to this French guy, the wee sweeper thing, the sweeper. And he's going, no. And I'm going, the sweeper, the thing that opens like that and sweeps the dirt in. Camera stole. I had to do it though, so my dad would be able to claim his insurance. But there you are. But my dad didn't die at the end of that. Let me just say that my dad didn't actually die because the camera got stolen. But it was a whole thing. I was crying my eyes out. It's ruined the holiday now. Holiday's ruined. I don't even want to go into Space Mountain. But we did. We went on Space Mountain. Yeah, Sky, see, I just had the camera kicking about my feet. I didn't have it over me or anything like that. I just left it at my feet under the table, thinking it would be safe there. But I won't here. I'm thinking that guy's got a good wee thing going there. I wonder what else he's been sweeping up. He's been sweeping some good stuff up, eh? And then you think to yourself, I wonder what pictures I've took on that camera. Oh, it was my dad's camera, so I wouldn't have been anything X-rated. But see, if it had been nowadays, can you imagine that? Oh my God, I can't believe my phone's been stolen. I've got some pictures on it too, like drunken, naughty pictures and that on it. Somebody's going to see that. Somebody in my neck of the woods is going to have all my nudes. Phoning the kids, listen, see if you see anything on YouTube or Facebook, just come off it immediately. You don't need immediate. See, I would be me going into a posh establishment. I don't know what to do. Do you know what comes to mind? See that that bit of Pretty Woman with Julia Roberts when she's in the fancy restaurant and she's got some escargot. Ask me, I don't know how the hell do you eat an escargot. We used to eat wilks, they were called back in the day. And this was like in black and white times. And a man used to come round the street with brown paper bags and you would get all these wilks in the brown paper bags and a needle and you'd sit and you poke the wilk out, the thing like that and eat it. That's what you would do. You know, it was a hell of a lot of work involved for a tiny wee bit of wilk like that. So I just think that maybe escargot tastes like that. But it's the I don't know, you've got a fancy doodah, haven't you? You've got a fancy thingy. Gripper or I don't know what you've got. I don't know how to, and see what knife and fork that you're meant to use. I don't know what knife and fork you're meant to use for what. I'd be using a dessert spoon in my soup. People will be looking at me and I'd be like, do you want to take a picture or something? Aye, I'm using a dessert spoon in my soup, and what about it? Do you know, wait, I tell you a fun fact here, right? That the Queen doesn't touch her food with her hands at all. It doesn't matter what it is. Sandwiches, doesn't matter. Fruit, apples, doesn't matter. It's all cut up for her so that she can eat it with a knife and fork. They do not touch food with their hands. Even an apple, just crunching into an apple. No, it's all cut up so that she can eat it with a knife. A wee chef that's actually on YouTube that used to work in I think it was Buckingham Palace. The man used to work, and he recreates some of the favourite dishes like the royal family like to have, like at Christmas time, a traditional like Yule log and stuff. The man makes a fantastic chef. So that's what he was. There was one of his episodes, and it was all about like fruit and how even pineapples, they take the pineapple out and then they cut it all up and then they put it all back in the pineapple and then put the lid on it so they just and then use their fork. So that's what they do. That's what the posh do. Not like me holding a pork chop. Imagine it. Look, see my lovely Heather and Marshall, they're always like, come to Vegas and that. Can you imagine me? All right, I'll come to this fancy restaurant with the ladies talking in. Do you know one of the best meals I've had, Sky? And it was in Disneyland Paris. It was wonderful. And it was a show called Buffalo Bills. And it was like a horse show. It was like people in horses, and you would all have a cowboy, and you'd have a cowboy hat and your cowboy socks. It was a show, and you get fed, and there was no cooking. There was no knife and fork, nothing like that. Zero. You to eat it with your hands, and I loved it. And they came over and they slapped a bit of chicken like that on your plate, slap, and a potato slapped down like that as well. There's your potato as well, and you get as much beer or soft drink as you wanted. And I just wanted soft drink. I think the ex-husband had the beer. And see, there was just something that I loved about getting my hands right in amongst this chicken and potato and just that's my kind of restaurant right there. You got cooking utensils and that. Well, I'm not coming to your restaurant. I want to eat with my hands. Oh, Sky, it was wonderful. I really enjoyed that. And our cowboy won. I think we had Annie Oakley, I think the cowboy's name was, I think. We had her and she won, and we got a gold coin. But yeah, it was good. See, I've got some good memories. I've got some really good memories that I like to. This is why I'm always saying to you, make memories. Memories are the most precious thing you can make. You know, I mean, money's one thing, but memories, having good memories and stuff like that is the best thing, especially when you're not well and say you're in hospital and stuff like that. That's what you think, eh? That's what keeps you going. Be plucking memories for your memory bank and just thinking about them. Puts a wee smile on your face. So everybody, I'm going to go, but happy Independence Day to you all yesterday. I'm sorry I never came on, but hopefully you all had a good time anyway. And I will be back tomorrow to see you. I've got the wee fella on Friday, so I'm not even going to promise you I'll be on Friday, because if I'm knackered the way I was yesterday, I might not be. I might be going to my bed at 7 o'clock like I'm absolutely done. But it's been a great day. I had a great day yesterday. Golfer girl, I'm thinking about you. My heart goes out. If you need me, you know where to get me. So, Sky, I loved it. The chicken and potatoes. I was like, I was doing that to my compliments to the chef. So I'll see you all tomorrow and have a lovely, lovely day. And I'm going to give you a big kissy now. Bye, everyone.